Good morning. It's nice to look out and see all of you. I've been on vacation, as you know, and I'm back, and I'm glad to be so. So, our man Jesus, he's a tough guy, right? He's a tough man. He does not go along to get along. He lives from the inside out, and sometimes the outside crashes with his inside, and he does not back down. Because he does not back down and he speaks the truth, we see as we follow Jesus' life that Jesus lives in quite a bit of conflict. And today he is in conversation with those who he is often in conversation with, the scribes and the Pharisees, and he lowers the boom, right? Bam! Listen to this. Listen to me, all of you, and understand. I mean, that is a boom. We are done with this conversation kind of statement. Okay, he's done. Then he delivers his counterpoint. There is nothing outside a person that by going in can defile, but the things that come out are what defile. So obviously, Jesus is talking about the kosher food laws, of which there are many in the laws of Jesus' day. Remember, in Jesus' day, there are 614 precepts in the law. Now, I wonder if I had stayed on vacation and Justin and Elizabeth did not show up, what if Jesus were here today and he was in the pulpit and he was talking to us, if he would not say the exact same thing? Listen to me, all of you, and understand there is nothing outside a person that by going in can defile, but the things that come out are what defile. So, it's obvious that we as Christians do not follow the kosher food laws, but we do live in a culture that has an unprecedented preoccupation with what goes in our bodies. As far as I can tell, we are developing a lay coda of kosher food laws in our world today. I know many people that would never put anything in their body that they consider unhealthy. They would feel defiled by it, and I have also been in many conversations, and perhaps you too have also been in a conversation where you are enjoying some food and somebody starts to talk about the food that you're eating as though it is completely toxic, and whatever it is not kosher to them, right? I was in a hotel room about a month ago, and I turned on the television. I was kind of flicking around. I didn't know how to operate the television. That's a sign of my age, I suppose. I didn't know how to operate the television. I ended up on Dr. Oz's television show. And the title of the show, the topic was The War on Bread. And Dr. Oz was pointing out that bread was the staple food for Western civilization, but in our day, it has fallen out of favor. And he was disagreeing with its falling out of favor. He was encouraging people to eat bread. Now, the righteousness around food, as you know, cuts many, many different ways. I have many friends who are philosophical vegetarians and vegans, and they would never, ever eat a piece of meat. Just would never do it. And I have many, many other friends who are whole life committed to the paleo caveman diet, and meat is the centerpiece of their meals 3 times a day. I have friends who are devoted to fruit smoothies in the morning, and others who think that that's an ingestion of carcinogenic sugar. I have others that think of alcohol and caffeine as somewhere between rat poison and morally indefensible, and others who drink liberally of both and point toward the joy of life and the potential health benefits of each. So it just goes on and on and on, and it's not likely to stop anytime soon. So back to Jesus. So Jesus, as he always does, he goes right to the heart of the matter, right? He says, it's not about food, it's about the heart. Not about the outward, it's about the inward. And he does not mince words. He says, for it is from within, from the human heart, that evil intentions come. Fornication, theft, murder, adultery, avarice, wickedness, deceit, licentiousness, envy, slander, pride, folly. All these evil things come from within, and they defile a person. So, perhaps Jesus would prefer it if we paid less attention to what we're putting in our bodies and more attention to what's coming out of our hearts.